The right process for building great resiliency. Now, I never truly experienced any kind of harsh physical pain, if that makes sense. I never had a bone that was broken. I never had one of my muscles literally torn apart. I never went through any of this. But let me tell you, I went through a lot of mental pain in the past, and I definitely know what I'm talking about. And especially now that I'm on self improvement, all of that pain got magnified by a factor of 10. But now I enjoy it instead of, just shallowly living in a monotone as existence. Yeah, that's not me anymore. I take risks and I benefit from them a lot because they actually provide some kind of a value to me. And even if I fail, I don't care. I just go forward. And that's exactly what I use this process for. But I've been using this process a lot lately. Now that I've been joining online communities and being more active in them, partaking in competitions, comparing myself with others, but not in like an unhealthy way, but in like a healthy way, like quests and stuff like that where you have to compete against each other. Yeah, let's just say that, yeah, it was a one giant fiasco after another. You see, even if I won certain competitions, I still got recognized as if I lost. Even if there was little evidence provided that I won. There were competitions that I lost, just because I wasn't really that known with the owner, and that led me to some really dark and angry negative thoughts from time to time. Of course, it was nothing personal, but still, it did something to me on such a subconscious level that I just had no willingness to actually forgive them. Like, I know, of course, it was a masculine group, so of course they would like celebrate their wins, and of course, male hierarchy and stuff like that, all of these factors were involved. But still, hmm. And so that actually led me to developing a lot of negative feedback loops. So, like, for example, me thinking that no one actually likes me over there because I'm a faceless content creator, even though I literally showed them my physique and real life videos where I actually do push ups like 100 times by that point. Yeah, I thought that no one actually liked me because I had a low amounts of points, like on the leaderboards and stuff like that. And yeah, every single time when I would get all of these negative thoughts, I would just always go outside and do the one thing that would always help me to bubble those emotions away and allow those positive ones to come in and to completely fix my mood for the rest of the day. This technique and the process that we're gonna dedicate the rest of this video to is called neutralization and then moving into enlightenment. So aka moving into heaven. So like I remember that every single time when this would happen to me, and not just in these competitions, but in life in general. Whenever I don't even care if there was no sun outside, if it was completely cloudy, I would always just go on my trampoline. I would start jumping on it to I didn't know this at that time, but I was actually channeling that negative energy more out of my body because I was channeling it both into my jumping and into observing. So that's something interesting that I just realized, like literally right now as I'm recording. But the main thing that I was doing was focusing on our backyard, on the beautiful trees that are in there. I was just observing them. Of course, I was saying to myself, "Oh, how beautiful" and stuff like that. But I was just letting all those negative emotions away. I was focusing on something else. And over time, after like half an hour or sometimes even an entire hour, I would just completely let go. And I would let God do the work. The process that I just described to you can be applied to any kind of pain, any kind of suffering, any kind of harshness that you're going through right now, even if it's a physical pain, even if it's a mental pain or a spiritual pain. It can be truly any kind of pain. But we're gonna do an extra step. Earlier, I said that this process involves getting into enlightenment and then later into heaven. But relax, we're slowly gonna get there. We need to build the foundation first so that you truly understand it. But don't just take this from me. I am a person who has helped a lot of people in the past achieve their desired reality, find their purpose in life, channel their energies the right way. And plus, these people haven't even seen my timeless reader's mindsets yet. So, it is a collection of 24 unbreakable mindsets that will truly guarantee you success in any kind of life test and any kind of life situation. All you need to do is just practice them regularly, which I know you will do. They are truly something life changing. So, yeah, go check it out. First link in the description. But going back to what I was saying, this process first involves what is called neutralization. And this is something that I truly just embrace the power of only until a couple of days ago. I know. I've been teaching the manifestation stuff for like almost 3 months now. I've been doing self improvement for like 1.5 years now. But yeah, I only just now truly realized just how OP this actually is because don't get me wrong, I already knew about this technique. Of course, I called it different names like a year ago, but I wasn't practicing it to the extent that I'm doing it right now. You see, whenever something is paining you, whenever you feel that energy getting misdirected inside of yourself, you must always just let it bubble away. Just like when you are cooking rice, for example, in a pot, and after some time you see those bubbles slowly, throwing the lid off. And the pot literally looks like it is about to explode and the bubbles are gonna completely lash out of the pot, and yeah, it's just gonna be a total mess. Yeah, you just need to go outside, and you must not forget about those emotions. You don't fight them with the equal force, which are positive emotions right away. No, 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 we're gonna do that later. Now, all you need to do is just not be a little bitch and just let them out and observe them. Don't judge them, observe them and let them come out. Meaning that you actually go and explore those negative thoughts that you get. You you see, you go and see where they actually lead you to. So like for example, you take the insecurity that the owner doesn't respect you of the competitions. So you let you let that thought, that consciousness, that demon as they call it in the Bible, and you hear it out, but you don't accept it. You don't deny it. You don't judge it. You just observe it and you see what it has to say. And then after a while, after like 30 minutes, after all of those bubbles slowly go away, and you completely neutralize your point of view for that thing, for that mental pain, for that. It doesn't just have to be mental pain in a sense that someone made you angry. It can be also like with your bank account, it can be like with your success in your business, it can be even with your health, for example, with your ego, with anything that rubs you the wrong way. You just face it and you stare at it for tens of minutes. It can even last an hour. You just stare at it until all of those negative emotions that don't benefit you at all, until all of those negative thoughts that aren't there in your subconscious mind to serve you but control you go away. You just let them finally go away. You sort them out. And you actually do this in like a semi-meditative state, which is very beneficial. And you face them and you let them slowly evaporate. Just how like the bubbles burst and the vapor goes away. You release that negative energy and you're completely neutral. The pot, which all of this time symbolizes your head, slowly cools down, and when it reaches room temperature, that's when you can allow God to step in. Because of course, imagine it like a huge bridge. Of course, I know that you want to get from one polar spectrum to the complete another. And plus, reality will only continue to give you what you output into it, what kind of emotion. So that's why we're doing this, because if you feel the anger, then reality will make more situations that will bring you anger. I didn't realize this until now, and the community has been completely disappointing me for like 4 months now. Yeah, so you need to take action before, yeah, all of those negative thoughts take a hold of you. But imagine it like a two, imagine like a cliff, right? And you want to get from one polar side to another. And let's say that there's a middle point. I don't know, like there's like a huge rock between them. Of course, first you must make the first jump towards neutralization before you can jump and go to the other polar spectrum of the energy that you're trying to convert. Because in reality, and this is just a side note, anger and love, they're just the same energy, but they are on a different rate of vibration. Because think about it. If I turn off the lights in this room, at one point is the room light, and at what point is the room dark? That's something that you should think about. Meaning that there's nothing objectively good or bad about the universe. It's just about the mental approach that you approach it with. And the mental approach, so the emotions, the thoughts, beliefs, identity, thoughts, I already said everything. Those are the things that the universe will amplify and give you more of. But I know that with that logic set, you're thinking, but timeless reader, can't I just go from one polar spectrum to the other and reap the easy the easy rewards right away? No, because you still have those bubbles and your pot is still hot and you need to calm it down. Meaning that we must first make the first step towards that that first half until we get to that first rock. And this is the hardest part. And then after you let all those negative emotions away, after this like half an hour passes or even an hour, it can last for a long time, but trust me, all of this will be worth it. Because once all of those negative thoughts go away and you finally make that final jump to that desired reality where you do have the respect, where everyone respects you, where everyone loves you, where everyone gives you the rewards that you want, where everyone just, recognizes you, you will you will finally have the correct pot to put those thoughts into. Because yeah, when you try to make the first complete jump to the all the way to the other side of the polar spectrum, both of those emotions, they will fight and they will completely annihilate one another. And that's why you need to first make the neutralization process. You must first make it to the half point and then make the last jump. That's the game. This is how you build powerful resiliency. You let go of the negative emotions and then you allow the positive ones of the desired frequency that you want to be in, of the desired reality that you want. It's all just a mind game because the universe will continue to give you whatever emotion you output into it. It doesn't recognize stuff like morality, how good of a person you've been. It only recognizes one thing, and that is emotion. Whatever emotion you put into the universe, it will bring it to you back 10 fucking fold. So this is why this process is completely inevitable if you want to build great amounts of resiliency. That's just how it works. Thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you